I would say we have 23, 24 players tonight playing Modern. So this is going to be a bigger tournament than last time. Hopefully we get to see some sweet results just like last time. I assume that the round clock has still yet to start, which is why we have yet to see a cut from both players. I believe there's a chance I think Austin might be on Tron, in which case we can see a Tron v Jun match, and Chucky I know is sideboarding a full set of Fulminator mages to help battle this menace. So we'll see if that does anything for him. Hi Mike, hi Mariah. It's good to see you all again. That's actually Michael's score pad on the table that he was kind enough to provide us with the materials to make it ourselves. Thanks very much for that, Michael. It started really late because we were waiting on a car. They said that they were 5 minutes away. It turns out they were 10 to 20 minutes away. It was unforeseen circumstances. I apologize. But we are here and we are ready to go. And it does look like that Austin's at the bottom playing Tron. And it looks like he has a decent hand here with Ancient Stirrings, maybe a Chromatic Star, or Sphere. I think that's Sphere Relic. 2 of the Tron lands at least. A Karn, perhaps? And a foil card in the middle I'm unsure of. And I think I saw at least a Kolaghan's Command out of Chucky's hand. He's going to Blood Crypt, shock himself to, I assume, either Thoughtseize or Inquisition of Kozilek. Messing around with the new life counter, which is not as good as Michael's, but it's what we have. It was a Wormcoil Engine. And it looks like it's 2 of either Power Plant or Mine. I can never remember the arts. And if I was Chucky, I assume that he's going to take either the Ancient Stirrings or the Chromatic Sphere. The Relic could be a card that would protect against Tarmogoyf, but I can't imagine he's actually going to take that one. I feel like he has to take the Chromatic Sphere here. The Ancient Stirrings is only active if he draws a Grove of the Burn Willows or one of his forests. So I think I would personally take the Chromatic Sphere, but it looks like Chucky's going to go with the Ancient Stirrings. And so with that, we're underway here. With Chucky at 18 and Austin still at 20. Austin's going to draw for turn and start his first turn. He's going to play an Urza's Land, followed by, I guess, the Chromatic Sphere. Chucky's going to untap and finally move his Inquisition to the graveyard. He's going to play Wooded Foothills and crack it. At least to 17. We'll see if he shocks himself. Yep, he's going to Overgrown tune himself down to 15. And he's going to play a Tarmogoyf. So Goyf right now is going to be a 2-3. Relic of Progenitus is in Austin's hand, so he does have a way to make the Tarmogoyf a... if I believe Relic says it exiles itself, so if Relic exiles itself, Goyf will be a 0-1. If not, it'll be a 1-2. Chucky's going to pass it back with 5 in hand, or 4 in hand, I believe. Austin's in the tank. He might crack the sphere here to draw a card and see if he can get himself a land that's not the same Urza's land he already has. I feel like he's going to be adding green to his mana pool here with that chromatic sphere. He's going to play a Relic of Progenitus. I assume he's going to follow that up with his second copy of that Urza's land, yeah. And he's probably going to... Ooh, he's going to play an Expedition map. And go ahead and use his Relic. And Chucky is going to exile a Wooded Foothills. So Tarmogoyf is currently a 2/3. He's going to untap and draw. It's hard to see what's in Chucky's hand. The camera is a little low, so we're going to try to get that fixed for next week and get a higher camera so we can speculate on the players' plays before they do them. Chucky is still trying to figure his turn out. He's going to strategize and think. He's going to go ahead and play Verdant Catacomb. And if he has a Pulse or an Abrupt Decay, it might be alright to Abrupt Decay or Pulse that Expedition map right now. He's going to crack the Catacomb and go to 14 at least. He might get a basic land this time. I don't know if he'll fetch, shock, shock. That's an awful lot of damage. Unless he drew them, there should be plenty of basics. Yeah, there's a forest for him. He has enough to play a Liliana of the Veil, a Kitchen Finks, which I don't believe is in his main, Dark Confidant. Looks like he has at least a Wooded Foothills in his hand. I assume it's going to be a Liliana of the... Oh, a Kolagon's Command. Okay, he's going to destroy the Expedition map and probably make him discard a card. And that's going to make the Tarmogoyf bigger. And he has a Pyroclasm in hand, a Chromatic Sphere, and 2 unknown cards. Still debating on what to discard here. He's going to get rid of Wormcoil Engine. And he's going to attack with Tarmogoyf for 4. Putting Austin down to 16. We're at Hometown Hobbies playing Modern F&M. And we're in round 1. We started a little late. We have Chucky Davis on the top of your screen playing Judd and Austin Murphy at the bottom playing Red Green Tron. And it's currently Austin's main phase, and I believe he might activate his Relic of Progenitus. We'll see. He might need to draw a card just to try to get some lands. He looks like he might be hurting land-wise this game, as he has yet to play a different Tron land. He's going to draw from the Relic Pop. Goyf's back down to a 0/1. He's going to float 1, play Chromatic Sphere, and he's going to pass. He is stuck on 2 lands. If he doesn't get some action here, he's definitely going to be hurting. It's Chucky's main phase, and he's thinking hard. Yes, actually, I believe Michael is correct. It should have been an extra damage. So, I'm going to keep it at what they have. As the Liliana of the Veil comes down for Chucky, and he's debating on what to do with it. I can't imagine you play it and just pass turn. I assume he's going to use it here. Yeah, he's going to +1 the Liliana, making both players discard. Chucky's going to discard a Abrupt Decay, which is an interesting choice against a Karn Planeswalker. So Goyf is now a 2/3, and it's going to definitely get in there after Chucky plays a fetch land, and he might crack it pre-combat, or during combat, just to put an extra point of damage, yeah. So he's going to go to 13, and I assume he's going to grab a Stomping Ground or the second Overgrown Tomb, because I cannot imagine that he actually needs untapped mana. He could have a Lightning Bolt, or he can't even play Tassiger. Chucky's still looking through his deck, trying to decide what he wants with his Wooded Foothills as he goes down to 13. Let's see if I can get that extra point of damage fixed. It's going to be 13 all on their side, even though it should be 12 to 13 in favor of Chucky. Looks like he finally played a different piece of the Urza's lands. Looks like he has 2 mines and a power plant out. He's going to cast an Oblivion Stone. So he's still a tower away. So right now Tarmogoyf is a 5/6. It's going to put him to 8, or otherwise known as 7. That looks like a Sulphur Springs, I believe, or a Karplusan Forest. You might be playing Karplusan instead of Grove of the Burn Willows, especially if you can't find them. They are a little more difficult to find in this area. After that, he's going to pass it back, and Chucky's going to draw. With Liliana and Tarmogoyf doing some work in this game. He's a land away from playing it as a Thoughtseize comes down. And it's going to definitely take Wormcoil Engine. So Austin has a Pyroclasm left in hand, which is not too great against Tarmogoyf, turns out. Liliana of the Veil is more than likely going to make him discard that card. Unless the card in Chucky's hand is one that he definitely wants to keep. Yeah, Chucky goes down to 11 for the Thoughtseize. Unfortunately, their life counter is backwards. I put it in the wrong way, I believe. But it still works. The attack from the Tarmogoyf is going to put him down to 2 life, which should be 1. And the Oblivion Stone is going to get popped as he now has Tron. And Chucky is a lightning bolt away from victory. He's going to untap and draw. And I don't if he got it. He might